Well, folks, a brilliant, a fantastic quarter-cut oak, mid-century, Scandinavian designed dining room set. Let's go through it. So this dining room set is comprised of a expandable table with 6 chairs, the matching credenza and china on the top, and it's fantastic. So many of these sets that are out there these days made of teak are really starting to show their age because in many cases the teak hasn't been cared for properly, and as a result you have a lot of the chairs especially that are basically falling apart. The Scandinavian Furniture Company, as these are identified as, they made the smart move. Scandinavian styling with quarter-cut oak, very attractive, but quite a bit tougher than a lot of the teak furniture you see out there. So we're going to take a minute, we're going to examine the chairs, we're going to examine the table and its expansion, then the china cabinet, then we're going to wrap it up. So let's do that. And here we have the credenza with the mid-century top on it. And, well, there's no mid-century, but the synonymous top that everyone, the floating box design, which is so common with mid-century styling and very, very pleasant. 72 inches from side to side, and to the top of the unit it's 58 inches. It's a great piece of furniture. I'm going to remove the top so you can see the aspects of the lower piece, because some people elect to just use the lower piece. But the top is really quite excellent. You know, it's got these nice box detailing, sliding tempered glass, and again revealing each box. There's 3 boxes, each one has its own shelf, and there's 3 independent glass doors, and they are all perfect. Again, this is top flight stuff, just came out of the estate, we don't need it, and you're going to really appreciate it. So, you know, the only things to be said is that the center at the bottom sports these nice drawers, and, you know, and nice cupboards on either end. It's a great piece of furniture. Anyway, let's look at the bottom, and then we'll wrap things up. And here we have the credenza on its own, without the topper. I'm showing it without the topper, as there are some folks who would choose to remove it, and just simply designed to give you a little walkthrough with that off. Again, sporting the sliding side drawers, which, sorry, doors in the way, sliding side drawers, which provide your cupboard storage. And again, that's a shelf in there which you can remove. And it's the same on both sides. And of course the drawers. And here is the table at full extension. And you can see that the extension boards are in excellent shape, and with this full extension, you're getting this table to a full 84 inches, which is, well, how many feet is that? 12 and 84, 10, so 8 feet. So that's all right. Basically, a good table you could sit comfortably 8 to 10 people around. And again, the oak construction is throughout, and again, in the Scandinavian style, done with the flexibility of nice oak with a nice grain. It's sort of in a muted color, so it's, you know, very, very attractive. Definitely a breakaway from the, you know, the teak stuff's just getting old, right? Anyway, that's it with its full extension. This is an addendum to the table video. Here we have the table and the chairs on their own. Right now I've got 1 leaf in the table. It can go as little as 44 all the way up to, I think, 83 or 84. And again, I'll put a partition on the video that covers that. But fantastic, fantastic, fantastic is all I can say. There's a few Scandinavian pieces on Kijiji. Some of them are teak, some of them are not. The inherent problem with a lot of the teak pieces that are made in the 60s is that, well, they're drying out and they're not as reliable as daily use furniture anymore. I'm not saying that's the case for all of them, but that's the case in many cases. The case in many cases? Anyway, we're going to take a minute to investigate the chairs specifically, but they're all really beautiful, really sturdy, done in this quarter-cut oak. And, you know, and we'll take a look at the table as well with the leaves. And the upholstery is pristine as well. So, I mean, you know, turnkey, mid-century design set which you can put into your living space and put into service, into excellent service. And what I mean by that is that you don't have to ginger this set. It is very robust and can handle what you want to do with it. So let's do that. Here we have two examples of the 6 chairs. The armless chair and, of course, the captain's chair. And they're brilliant pieces of furniture. Points of note, the upholstery is original. It's the typical Scandinavian heavy tweed you would see. But the nice thing about this particular stuff is that it's pill-free. A lot of these chairs, when they get older, they tend to get, pretty distressed looking, and these are in great shape. The finish is fantastic, the overall detailing, and these chairs, I'll just take a moment to pivot this chair, and don't worry folks, there are pads in the bottom of the chairs as it sits on the table here. You can see these lines are so synonymous with, many of the original teak chairs that were made, in the 60s. And this Renaissance chair achieves that goal. And again, this nice quarter cut oak is very rich. And, nice thing about it is that it's actually quite a bit stronger. Teak is a strong wood, but if it's not taken care of, it becomes brittle. And your 250-pound cousin comes over and ruins your day. And that's not going to happen with these chairs. The cushions are bolted on nicely with these cross members. And, again, it is just an excellently well-engineered chairs. I personally am about 6'1", a couple hundred pounds, and they're very comfortable. So, you'll have no, if you're an average sized person, let's face it, all furniture is made for people between 5 and 6.5 feet. So if you fall within that category, you'll find a lot of enjoyment with these particular chairs. I'm going to take some photos, study them, and then we'll... So there you have it, folks. Spectacular, spectacular, spectacular. If you hop on Kijiji, there are mid-century dinettes available. There are credenzas available, and I'm happy to split the setup if you like, or if you buy it together, you will get a better quote-unquote deal with doing so. Again, very hard to find a set this nice with this fantastic upholstery. Easy, clean, hard-wearing, excellent finishes on everything. If you didn't know this set wasn't new, we could hop on our time machine. You wouldn't know. So, as I said, I will put the individual pricing in the ad and it'll be very obvious. Concerning now I have to give the obvious addendum to this ad, and that is concerning the really fun lowball crowd which hangs out on Kijiji. When you see an ad like this where there's been great time put into the photography of the credenza and the chairs and the table, it's very clear that the market for these is very obvious. So I don't really have time for those buyers out there, maybe they're dealers, I don't know what they are, but those folks who want to shoot out an offer for considerably less than I'm asking. I really don't care if I have to hold on to this forever, but I don't feel I'm going to because it is priced very effectively. And there's a buyer out there who's going to look at them and go, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Nice mid-century china, durable construction, fantastic chairs with not one creak or issue. They are absolutely solid, no apologies, no issues, nothing. Perfect. So it's important to know, folks, that pricing is firm. Again, if you purchase the credenza or the table separately, they will be more expensive than if you purchase the items together. If you would like to get a deeper discount, feel free to review my other ads. All of them end with C video. So if you'd like to get a more enhanced discount and want to purchase multiple items, that is something we can talk about. But again, the pricing structure, as noted by the piece or together, is clearly outlined in the ad. So that being said, folks, now that we're done with the public service announcement, this is very simple. All you have to do is send me a text, email, or phone call. You'll come see me. We'll make a very accommodating time. You even have the ability to deliver it if that's something that you need. Short of that, as I said, this is simple stuff. Get in touch with me, and I'll sell it to you. Thanks.